Alright guys, so this is what I'm going to be showing you today. This weird bootleg Omnitrix that I got off AliExpress for like $8. Yeah, so we're gonna see what's inside this thing because I'm honestly curious. But as you can see on the outside, as a speaker grill, a battery compartment, um, a button, an LED, and then like this spring mechanism that changes the aliens or something. I actually have watched the entire original 2005 series of Ben 10, so but then again I don't really remember it because this one is just a mix of series cuz you got toys from like the 2005 era, but then you got toys from like Ultimate Alien and Alien Force and all that stuff. Then you got freaking stuff that quote unquote says cool sound effects from TV show. Yeah, okay. Yeah. No, absolutely not. These sound effects sound like they came from like a website or something. But then like you got oh yeah, you got this down here that doesn't make any freaking sense. So you got specifications and colors of contents may vary from illustrations. But then you got this one, which makes it even more confusing. Specifications and color of contents are subject to change without notice. What the hell does that mean? That is like a more complicated, sophisticated version of this. So I don't know why they had to put two of those on there, which makes no sense. So you got a bunch of Arabic and stuff on here. Got the weird bootleg barcode. But yeah, this is a very weird. Let's just actually look at this first. So as you can clearly see, before we open this, I just want to look at it like cosmetically. So cosmetically, it looks kind of bad. Like, okay, it looks decent from a distance, but when you get close to it, or when you look closely at it, it has a lot of like overspray and extra like plastic that's just not supposed to be there exactly. Like, for example, this section here. If I'm gonna turn on my light so I can see this here. If you see that, that's like an extra piece of plastic that's like in between that spring mech and the faceplate. Like, yeah, that's not supposed to be there. Then you got a bunch of freaking lines that are like not center, and like a bunch of nicks and scratches from like the factory, and like also shipping, but mostly the factory. But then you got, yeah, you could clearly tell that there is like overspray all over this thing. This is like, it's not even painted correctly. Like, it's painted correctly for the most part, but it's not painted neatly to where it's like nice and like it's very like, you know, clean. Then of course you got the real kicker, the underneath of this, which is literally just made in China with an item number. Then you got 4 screws, and then you got obviously the wristband thingies. And the actual wristband, it's not even the right color either, because if I grab it, this is the wristband that came with it. It's green, yes, but it has glitter inside of the mold, which I don't know why they decided to have a glittery like wristband. I don't get it. I obviously this is copied, I think, from the 2005 one, the Bandai one. But yeah, this is really weird. And the aliens that came with it, so I think they're all a rip of these with the bases, because I think these actually go on that Omnitrix, because I've seen videos of it, of these guys go on that one, because that one has like sound effects and they light up and they like a hologram looking thing. But like, the aliens over here, they're all in here. I haven't even put them like put them together because they're just, I don't know. I got all the pieces confused, so I'm not even gonna attempt to put them together. But anyways, as I was saying, I'm gonna try and actually see what's inside this Omnitrix because it is bootleg, and I want to see what the innards or the electronics inside look like because I don't think anyone has done that, and I feel like it's necessary because we gotta see how desperate they are to copy the friggin' Ben 10 stuff. Just saying. Make sure you have a screwdriver. We're gonna unscrew these 4 screws here, and I will cut when all 4 screws are unscrewed. Alright, so as you can see, all the screws are unscrewed. So the type of screws that they use are like those super cheap, like, crappy screws with, like, the points at the end. To basically where, like, you know, it doesn't have, usually, like, licensed, like, actual screws that are in licensed products usually have, like, a flat end. These all have pointy ends. And that is basically the type of screws that the Chinese uses to put things together instead of the flat end screws, because these screws aren't technically supposed to have points at the end. They're supposed to be flat because I think this is like a regulation or something where it's supposed to be flat at the end instead of pointy, but I don't even know. I am not the best at figuring stuff out, but anyways, this is gonna be, we're gonna open this Omnitrix. We're gonna see how desperate. Oh my gosh, okay. That is a pretty simple circuit. Jeez, that's a tiny freaking chip. Look at that. We got the LED, we got the sound chip, and we got the button, then we got the speaker. That is the simplest circuit I've ever seen. Wow. Yeah, so like you got like your 4 generic sounds and the freaking guitar riff that I want to freaking find out where it originally came from. But yeah, this is the inside of it. It's freaking like, yeah, you can see that. Like, you can see on the other side, there's just like a flange screw, and then like the spring is here, and like you just turn that, and it's just like, yeah, it's like essentially what this is. So like, yeah, and then you got obviously the button that goes on top of the other button. But yeah. Yeah, I really want to speaker mod this too, by the way, so I can hear the audio in much higher quality. But I will audio rip this eventually, but for right now, my computer is not in the best shape, so I have to wait till that's all sorted out. But yeah, this is inside the bootleg Omnitrix, and a small review, or a mini review, I guess. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out.